Welcome back, everybody. Mudford here. Today I'm going to be trying to quiet down this generator a little bit. Last time we had it on overnight, I noticed I could hear it pretty loud when I was trying to sleep. So I'm going to add on to the muffler. There's a little spark arrestor that bolts on right there. So I took that off and looks like I broke 2 of the bolts. Yay. So I'm going to have to drill those out and retap them. And also, for the cover, I broke one of those off. It's like a chrome heat shield that goes on there. So I'm going to have to drill that out too and retap it. So this is my generator. It's a Troy-Bilt 5550 watt. Good little generator. Works great for powering our house. This is what I bought right here. I got this, I think, from AutoZone for, I don't know how much it was, probably less than $10, just a bend. And I got this from Summit Racing. This was like $9, and it's just a 180 bend. And then I got this muffler and the topper from Tractor Supply. Probably paid $20 some, I'm guessing, for that. I can't remember, but that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to trim this up a little bit, and I'll show you how it's going to go in just a minute, but I'm going to trim this piece up to what I want. Basically, it's going to hook onto this piece, and this is going to go right up against right there, and it's going to go down. And then this is going to hook into the downturn of that, and this will put it over close to the red bar of the frame. Then the muffler is going to sit right on top of that with the topper on that, of course. Probably going to weld a tab on here, and I'll have it bolt onto the frame so I can take it off. If I want, I can put it all back the way it was. I'll put it on and we'll see how much it helps. And then the one piece that I didn't show you, I'm just going to have to get a piece of flat stock and like 1/4 inch thick, and I'm going to weld this to it and drill the 4 holes for those 4 holes there to bolt it on. And that's how it's going to be, and hopefully it works pretty good. Okay, so I just found a piece of steel with my scrap, and not as thick as I would have liked, but it should work. And I laid my spark arrestor screen on top of it and marked the edges and the bolt holes. I'm going to cut this out and drill it, and then I'll just have to drill a big hole in the middle and weld that on just like that. Okay, here's what it looks like now. I cut the plate out, and I tried cutting the hole through with a hole saw. The drill bit walked over a little bit on me, so it's not really centered very good. But I still got room to drill my holes, and it should be alright. I just need to weld this up on the outside edge here, and drill my holes, slap her on. Okay, well, we'll just clean that up a little bit. It doesn't look too bad, especially for a flux core welder and a hack welder like me. So, just going to clean it up, drill my holes out, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's where I'm at now. I got that mounted. It's on here. There's 4 more bolts that I need. mount this cover on. I went ahead and slid it over this pipe before I put the muffler on. Then I can put it right back like this, bolt it right up the way it's supposed to be, and it'll look pretty nice. And what I'm going to do is, this doesn't fit very good at all. I'm going to go ahead and weld this. I'm going to try to get it as straight as possible and weld it. And then I'm going to weld this piece of angle to the muffler. And then I'm going to drill a hole and put a bolt through the frame to hold it, just to support the muffler a little more, because it's kind of heavy. It's sticking way out there, and I just don't want to support it with just these little tiny bolts in case it bumps on something. That way it'll be supported to the frame better. And hopefully this thing will be significantly quieter. All back together now. I've got the cover back on. And the only thing I want to do now, I have a piece of angle that I have cut. It's going to fit right here. I'm going to clamp it onto there, weld it. And then once I weld it, I'm going to drill a hole through here so I can bolt this onto the frame. Okay, here's what it looks like all done. Got that bracket welded and then bolted, so it's got some support now to the frame, so we're looking pretty good. I'm going to run it and see if I need to put some kind of a heat shield here, or how hot this muffler will get, because this is a plastic gas tank right here, so I might need to put something in between here for a heat shield. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and give it a start now. And hopefully it's at least a little bit quieter. Still not quiet by any means, but it definitely does sound a little bit better than it did. And now you can pretty much walk all around it. And with it pointing straight up, it's not pointing right at you like it was if you walked around this side before. So I'd say it is a little bit better. The real test of this is going to be when the power goes out at night, with this sitting out here in the driveway, how loud it'll be for me in the house. But all in all, I'd say it's a successful project.